first, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. As always, we appreciate you joining us here. It is Monday, and we are starting this week off like we always do, around 1 o'clock when we go live, and then we go out throughout the afternoon and the rest of the weekdays as well. You can find us at kptv.com under the live stream, or clicking on the Fox 12 Now tab, or downloading that Fox 12 Oregon app. That's a great way to watch all the segments afterward as well. So today, though, we are talking about something coming up in just a little over a week or so, and that is the Portland Festival of Cinema, Animation, and Technology. There is a lot involved just in that title alone, let alone what's going on at the event. So we wanted to cover that and give you a preview of what's happening, including some really cool VR and AR technology that's going to be debuted as well. But to do so, joining us right now, we have the co-director of the event, Peter Isaac Alexander. Peter, thanks for being here with us and joining to talk about what's going on here. And I think, if you could give us a general maybe description to start off with of what this festival is really all about.
Sure. Well, Greg, first, thanks for having us on, and thanks for covering us last year as well. I know you interviewed Bill Plimpton, who was with us last year, and Evan Richards, who was one of the filmmakers in the festival last year, and he'll be back. Well, both those filmmakers will be back with us this year again with new projects. The festival has been around this would be its 12th year, its second year in Portland. We've sort of decided to make Portland our home. And I know that the festival's got kind of a long name, but it kind of is to reflect the scope of what we're doing. We've always had a big focus on animation, and we've dug into that even more in 2024. We're screening 90 animated projects this year out of 180 total films. We have 165 in competition. So there's everything from obviously animated shorts and features to documentaries and dramas. Everything before 5 o'clock is kid friendly. We're screening at OMSI, so everything's family friendly before 5. I'm trying to think of a lot of premieres, a lot of world premieres, regional premieres, Portland premieres. So I think that I'm biased, but I think there's something for everyone. And as you were mentioning, a lot of VR screenings this year, we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, so many different ways and that many films too. I didn't realize how many were actually involved in this. So, I mean, that's really great, but covering so many different genres. One thing you mentioned, though, I just wanted to touch on there for a second. So you mentioned this is the second year the festival's here in Portland. What is it about the city of Portland and here in the Northwest that made you want to choose this for the festival to kind of make it its home base?
Well, I've been living here now for about 16 years, and I've come to learn, as most Portlanders probably are aware of this, there's so much talent in the city. It's really incredible. And especially in animation, there is just so many highly talented animators working in the industry here. And we're screening a lot of work from local Portland filmmakers, both live action productions and animated works as well. So we just feel like this is the perfect place for a festival that's focusing on animation.
Yeah, I mean, with all of that talent here, as you mentioned, so a lot of those people being based right here, and I think to kind of go into it too just a little bit, because you mentioned all of these different things. Let's kind of focus a little bit more on that and see what is it that people can expect from this festival with so many things happening.
Yeah, there is something for everyone. One of the things that we've always focused on with this festival is, it's obviously in the name, technology. So, and that takes a couple of different, there's a couple of different avenues there where the tech's concerned. One is how the films are produced. So we look for films that are using technology in innovative and in new ways. And that's sort of always been something that we look for. So when films are submitted, that's not the only criteria that we use, of course. I mean, number one is always story, the quality of the story. And then after that, we do start to look at, technical achievements, the quality of the production as a whole, everything from cinematography and sound design. But then we also look at the technology that was utilized. Like this year, we have films that are using LED, like virtual production facilities to which is very cutting edge. I mean, you see that in TV shows like The Mandalorian, and it's becoming used so seamlessly that you don't even know that you're watching something that's using that kind of tech. And that's kind of what we look for, are projects that are just not just using technology, but using it in such a way that it's seamlessly integrated and the audience doesn't even realize that, hey, those people aren't in Bermuda. They're standing on a sound stage, you know.
Yeah, I love the advancement of technology and just seeing how it's applied to so many different things, and especially into the film industry and all the abilities. And I would think, with the advancement of all this technology and being able to place it into the hands of more and more people, I mean, even down to an iPhone or, a phone, but all that tech and different things that they can do with that, the programs, has that really expanded the opportunity for a lot of filmmakers to be a part of a festival like this?
Yes, it has. I mean, now it is to the point, and I mean, it's been this way for a while, where because of the ubiquitous nature of cell phones and the cameras have gotten obviously increasingly good. Um, it's really possible for anyone to go out and make a movie. And it's been like that since the days of digital video, but it's the cell phone revolution's really democratized that even more so. And it's both good and bad as a festival director, because you see things, anyone can take that phone and make a movie now, right? So you see things that are unbelievably good as a result. You see things that are sometimes like, not so great, because anybody can just grab that phone and use it. Um,
Yeah, I imagine that makes it a little difficult. Like for you, being a director and obviously curating this and helping to decide what's going to be shown, with this democratization of the technology, as far as people, may have like a really amazing camera, what do you think it is that sets apart somebody from making a good film versus, okay, this just looks good, but this isn't necessarily a film that
right.
we're going to want to see?
Well, what we look for is a project that's firing on all cylinders. And it's not just the acting, the cinematography, the lighting, the sound design, the score. And now, because things have changed so much, it's possible, even with a relatively low budget, there are so many free digital tools or nearly free tools that you can use. There's even great options for music now, that when we started this festival many years ago, it wasn't quite like it is now. So if someone's really, I would say, has the grit, determination, and patience to sit down and say, okay, I'm going to make a great 3 minute or whatever it may be short. Number one, story. I mean, if the story is not there, there's, everything else suffers. That's the foundation. But if you focus on every level, it's almost like building a step pyramid. If you focus on every level, you're going to end up with high quality final results. So we really look for projects that don't try to cut any corners on any aspect of production. Sometimes in animated projects, one of my own pet peeves is you'll see corners cut with sound design and score, because people are just thinking, well, everyone's going to be so focused on the visuals. And that's true, but as George Lucas always said, and this stuck out in my mind over the years, is the picture is only half the story. I'm paraphrasing, but the picture is only half the story. The other half is the sound element, the sound design of what's happening. And if you think about it, when you go to the cinema and you're sitting there, take away good audio, take away, good sound design, good score. And it's a different experience when you do that. So
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. I like hearing, amazing sound and especially if there's something off, with a microphone or a recording, it's like that's going to stand out and that could totally take away from what somebody's trying to do.
really does.
So you mentioned the virtual reality and augmented reality aspects this year too. So talking about expanding technology, can you walk us through just a little bit of what people can experience with that?
Yeah, we're going to have from 4 to 8 on Sunday, August the 25th, is our VR showcase. And we'll be screening 3 different blocks during that time frame. We'll be screening 8 different VR films. So Worlds Beyond VR, a local Portland VR company, is assisting us with the VR screenings this year. And it's going to be, I think, a lot of fun, and the quality is going to be really good. These are 8 really fantastic shorts. We have everything from animations to documentaries, and I think folks that haven't really been able to see very immersive, engrossing VR before are really going to love this, because there's, like I said, there's a little something for everyone in that VR showcase. And we're also doing, we're also having our Audience Choice Awards conducted via, or decided via AR. So the festival goers, they can come in, use the app that was designed by another local Portland company, UAR, and they just developed the coolest app for doing this. So all you need to do is be at the right spot in OMSI, and you can actually in real time go in and place your vote for whatever film you think should be an audience choice winner. So we're really excited about that. And those two things mesh really well with sort of the mission statement of the festival, which is to, showcase new technologies to audiences. It's not just about what tech was used in the making of the films. We also want to get those films in front of audience, or get new technology in front of the audience as well.
That's such an important part too of adapting technology, is to being able to have access to it, to just see it and understand it. Because it's one thing knowing, like, okay, I know VR is a thing, AR is a thing, but to actually use it and be able to go there and enjoy a VR movie. Does everybody get to have headsets on? Is that how that's going to work?
Yeah, everyone will put on the VR goggles. This year we have sort of a T-Rex wearing the VR headset to give people an idea of what they can expect. So there won't be any dinosaurs in the VR, but it's VR is a big theme this year at OMSI, so we integrated, or sorry, dinosaurs in particular, T-Rex is a big theme at OMSI this year, so we integrated our VR headset into the dinosaur, something kind of cute and fun that we enjoy doing.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's so.
Right.
I'm really excited to just see how that works. I love seeing technology incorporated into so many different things, and getting people access to that to experience it can change up so much. So for everybody out there, with all of these things going on, what would you say to someone maybe who has never been to this or hasn't gone to a film festival before that's quite like this, to encourage them to come out and experience what you have to offer?
I would say that we're very fun focused. We kind of like to think of ourselves, another way that we're different is if you come out to our festival and you go to one of the screening blocks, you're going to have a good time. Again, I know I'm biased, co-director of the festival, right? What else am I going to say? But we really pay a lot of attention during the curation process and the selection process to find films that are really polished, really professional. These are very accomplished people. We have participants in this festival have won Academy Awards. We have numerous Emmy winners. And speaking of which, we're going to have about 80 filmmakers will be out for this event. So we're having a very high turnout as well. So there's an opportunity to also meet a lot of the filmmakers that created these works. You're not going to be bored. If you go to one of our screening blocks, there's something for everyone, I think.
And for everybody out there who wants to go and attend this, can you give them those dates again of where they can go down and actually be a part of the festival?
Sure. It's being held at OMSI August 21st through 25th. And again, about 180 projects in total being screened, animated features, great documentaries from around the world. I think it's 26 countries represented this year. It's just going to be a very good time.
Well, Peter, thank you very much, for joining us here to talk about this and walk through what you've got going there. Second year here in Portland, but 12th year overall, and obviously fits so well into this city and the people here. And it sounds like a lot of people coming from all over the place as well to enjoy this. So thanks for being here, and thanks for sharing some more about what's going on.
Oh, sure, Greg, and thanks again for all your support.
Absolutely, yeah, 100%. And for everybody who's watching too, we are live right now. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be coming back to at 1:30 p.m. So we go throughout the afternoon. 1:30 p.m. Switching gears, I had a conversation with Evie Oddly, who is winner of RuPaul's Drag Race season 11. I think that's the right season. Season 11, and she was in studio just to talk about everything she's got going in the new book. So again, that's going to be at 1:30 p.m. If you're watching live, if you're watching later, you might be able to watch it right now because we've got everything on demand on the Fox 12 Oregon app, on YouTube as well. That's another great way to share all these segments, or of course at kptv.com. Just click on the Fox 12 Now tab. So thanks for being here with us. Again, we'll take a break just to regroup. I'll be back here in just a few. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.